In this episode, adults are stressed, but TikTok is obsessed. But apparently the new self-care thing is a pacifier for adults.
And on the flip side, we'll dive into some buy or sell, giving you an update on the arms race between Spotify and Apple Music. We'll tell you why moving is the worst, and we as a podcast have officially claimed we are #1 in the world. Mike, hit the music.
And welcome back to your cousin that you never really see besides on family reunions, the Funny Business Podcast. My name is Mike Gambita. Alongside next to me is my best friend, my roommate for life, Mr. Matt Summers. Matt, how are you? How are things?
Things are just going. They're going great. Hope it's going great for everybody else. We are approaching the end of summer, which is not great. Weather has gotten a tad cooler this week, which I'm not totally mad about.
Summer is ending, which we spoke a couple podcasts ago, or maybe that podcast that was forgotten to begin with, that there wasn't a song of a summer. Matt, I'd like to check in. Have we found a song of the summer?
I have not found a song of the summer. It might still be Pink Pony Club, to be honest.
I feel like that's where we're going to be at the end of the summer, is Pink Pony Club is going to be the #1 song.
However, Sabrina Carpenter's new album does come out next week, 2 weeks, and she's probably going to have a few bangers on there.
When is the Taylor Swift new album coming out?
That is October 3rd, because everybody was doing the Mean Girls meme.
Ah, should have remembered.
It's hilarious that Taylor Swift now owns that Mean Girls meme. It's no longer a meme made for the movie. It is now a meme made for Taylor Swift, and that's just the power of her.
Yeah. I'm sure we will chat a little bit more, whether that is now or later. But yeah, T Swift is certainly swifting up the world right now in terms of what she's doing. But Matt, I'm going to share with you today something else that's kind of swifting through the world, and not in a good way.
Is it going? I hope it's not like a medical emergency, another pandemic situation.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what happens. So, babies. This is not going to be a baby joke.
Babies.
Don't worry. Yeah. Matt, what do you think of a baby? What comes to mind? Not from a person, but like, what are some things that a baby may have?
Baby has diarrhea. Baby has no sleep. Baby has very cute toes.
Okay.
Yeah, baby's toes are cute.
So when you think of a baby that's like crying and like, how do you try to soothe it?
You hold it. You kind of like rock the baby, like the celebration when you do a touchdown. Rock the baby.
Okay. What type of things should you give the baby?
I would say a pacifier, maybe a bottle that they can get milk from.
Really, Matt?
Nipple.
Oh yeah, good nip. Nothing like a good nip. So, Matt, there's a problem, and I'm just gonna put it out that way. So there is a trend that is rising in China and is now spreading globally through TikTok. For $140 or $70, so that's the range of the price. It's available on stores like JD.com and Taobao.com. They are making adult-sized pacifiers.
I don't like this at all.
Well, you may not like it at all, but apparently there are sales sold monthly. There are thousands of sales sold monthly, and it is marketed towards sleep aids, stress relievers, and apparently smoke cessation tools. So, of course, they indicated why do they use them. It's for stress relief, especially at work, something we could definitely touch on, and that's just weird. Sense of safety and comfort tied to childhood. Some users claim to benefit from ADHD or quit smoking. And one TikToker user said it was cheaper than a mouth guard and didn't make me want to claw my teeth out trying to sleep. This is reported by Marissa Marazzo from the New York Post.
Well, so yeah, there's a lot of bad things that happen when you become an adult, but that's also part of growing up. There's also a lot of great things that happen when you become an adult. Buy a car. You can make whatever you want for dinner. You can start a family one day. So like I think they're just experiencing life. And also, like, yes, there is some comfort in going back to your childhood, But there's a lot of things we did as a child that you just can't do as an adult. Sucking your thumb, there's another example.
When I was reading the article and writing my notes, when I saw stress relief, especially at work, I could not imagine seeing somebody sucking on a pacifier at work.
What would your reaction be if you're like in a meeting with someone, maybe like a client or maybe someone outside your organization, but they come into your office for a big meeting and halfway through they just start sucking on a pacifier? What are you doing?
I would actually call them out and being like, dude, what the f-? That didn't work. Sorry. Dude, what the f-? Picked the wrong sensor.
Oh man, yeah, pacifier at work is you're setting yourself up for an HR complaint. Is really what's happening.
Really, just a credibility loss. Like, there's a lot of stressful situations at work, but does not require an adult pacifier, no way, shape, or form.
Yeah, there's no place for that in the workplace.
And I would also say too, because there's always been discussion as far as like, when should a baby stop sucking on a pacifier? When should a baby stop sucking on a thumb? Of course, dentists come in and they warn everybody that it can interfere with breathing during sleep. Yes, we're all adults. We could probably swallow the pacifier now at this point, even though if they make them adult sized. Risk of suffocation. And there is a long-term use can harm bite, strain jaw, and disrupt sleep. And of course, your teeth are going to look really funky if you keep sucking on a pacifier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then guess what? You're going to need adult braces again in your next adult phase of your life.
But of course, Matt, when it comes to the internet, there's always the negative. There's always the positive. And of course, there's supportive voices that are behind this pacifier deal. Some users say that they've used them for years with no dental issues. Some claim focus and stress benefits. But then the critical voices say that there's probably other alternative suggestions like gum, lollipops, and there's jokes about Freud's theories and psychoanalysis. And then there's thousands of clips on TikTok showing adults with pacifiers in traffic, at work, and during burnout.
It's a bad look. It's a bad look. I don't know where else to go with it. There's got to be better coping skills as adults that we can use.
Do you think we have TikTok to blame, or do you think we have a generation to blame? And if I say generation, I'm starting to try to not construct putting generations together, but do you think this is a generation fault, or do you think this is a TikTok fault?
Probably a little bit of both, in the sense that it might be the generation's fault, but it's worse from TikTok. Because nowadays, there's one trend goes viral, and all of a sudden everybody has to do it. Everybody has to be on the trend, get on top of it, and ride it as far as you can. So yeah, once one person does it, the avalanche is going to happen. That's how TikTok works.
And I do not insult or demoralize anybody that's using an adult pacifier, but if you are using one, I think just like do it at home. Like, do it at the comfort of your own home. Like, we all have weird things when we're at the house, but I don't think you should be bringing it to work. Or like, I'm like trying to think what's worse, bringing like something like a vape pen to work, or bringing like a mouth guard, bringing a pacifier to work. And I think the pacifier would be worse than a vape pen.
Oh, vape pens are gross, but at least you can look cool using a vape pen. You can't look cool sucking on a pacifier in public over the age of 3, 4, whatever age you. Once you turn at least like 6, no more pacifiers. You've graduated from pacifiers.
I feel like the age of 3. Let me use the good old Google, and it's probably a WebMD.
I think it's also just based on like parental preference, I guess, too.
Yeah, I mean, let's see here. It is generally recommended to wean babies off pacifiers between 18 months and 3 years of age.
18 months? That seems low. I don't have a kid, so I couldn't tell you.
Matt over here being like, what do you mean?
But yeah, no more pacifier sucking as an adult. We can't have it. Can't do it. What's next? You're going to wear a bib like when you eat because you don't want to spill on your food before eating? Just eat carefully.
There's other... I'm not even going to say what I was just going to say. So I will leave it at that.
All right. We'll leave it there. With that being said, we will slide on in to the second half of the show. Before we jump into the segment, today's person of the week. Mike, any guesses for today's person of the week?
Taylor Swift.
No, it is not Taylor Swift.
Jason and Travis Kelce.
No, This person is in the music business. One more guess.
In the music business, Jonas Brothers.
You know, that was my second choice. I was going to put the Jonas Brothers because I think every person I follow on Instagram has gone to a Jonas Brothers concert in the past 2 weeks. It's actually crazy.
It's odd.
But today's person of the week is none other than Justin Bieber.
Oh, the Biebs.
We have J Biebs. Congratulations for the Funny Business Podcast Person of the Week. Did you see so it's a story about Justin Bieber, but Justin Bieber was not involved.
Okay.
Have you seen this? You hear about this?
Go on.
There is a man who impersonated as Justin Bieber in Las Vegas and went up to a male performance club area claiming to be Justin Bieber and convinced the manager that he was Justin Bieber and went on stage to perform.
Oh, gosh.
And everybody lost their mind thinking it was actually Justin Bieber. It was not Justin Bieber.
Was it a YouTube video for this, or was it
I think it was a guy in Vegas having a good night, which that's probably the least strangest thing that happened in Vegas that night.
Yeah. I was just going to say, is this like, are we past like the Elvis impersonators and now doing like J Biebs impersonating?
I think there's a contest also every year. Isn't there like a Pitbull impersonation contest somewhere?
I feel like it's a gathering more than a contest, but who knows? There's probably a contest involved.
Gathering. Yeah, I think people just, Halloween is apparently early this year. I don't know. But we're going to go on to slide on in second half of the show with buy or sell. I'm going to buy MLB expansion.
Okay.
Lots of rumors this week. Commissioner Rob Manfred said expansion is on the table. Realignment and divisions is on the table. People are up in arms about this. I actually think it might be kind of fun. And Mike, I would like to... None of this is confirmed.
Okay.
But there's a proposed realignment divisions. So there'd be 4 teams in each division, and they would add a division to each conference, American League, National League. Let me tell you this theoretical division. You let me know what your thoughts are.
Okay.
Boston Red Sox, the New York Mets, the New York Yankees, and the Philadelphia Phillies.
So we're just going by region now.
They want to make the divisions more regional to cut down on travel time.
I could understand from a business perspective, you want to cut down on travel, but at some point you're gonna. I don't know, man. That's because it's not like they're only gonna play them, right? Like they're gonna play other teams.
They play other teams, yes, of course.
So I don't think you should base it off of. I'm sure this is probably going to be the trend of like it's basing it off the region, but you shouldn't base divisions based on location, because if you base it off of location, then you're going to have more of a concentration of fans in that one area. And of course, you pick some of the most prolific, I mean, besides the Mets, prolific teams in the area. And they're all just going to be in that one spot. And you're going to grow the fan base even larger than all these other teams that I think they're struggling with. Like Colorado Rockies. Like no one's talked about the Colorado Rockies in God knows how long.
I'm actually very much in the minority here. I think this is awesome.
You think it's awesome? Okay.
Absolutely awesome. Those games are always like intense. Like Yankees, Red Sox hate each other. Yep. Phillies, Mets hate each other. All those 4 teams pretty much hate each other. So the more times they play, and now you put them in the division where those games mean even more for like winning division and advancing into the playoffs. That's going to bring like so much more excitement to Major League Baseball, like regular season, which I think they really need. Also in this expansion, the 2 cities, again, rumored, not confirmed, Nashville and Charlotte. That would rock.
That'd be nice.
That would be awesome. Like a baseball team in Nashville, that needs to happen like tomorrow.
So if we're thinking here, what would be the name for the Nashville team?
So I actually did was that a soccer team? In college, we had to make like an expansion thing, and I had Nashville, and I think because there is a AAA team in Nashville, I believe they're Nashville Sound. I believe I went with the Rhythm.
Nashville
Rhythm would be cool. Charlotte, I don't know. Charlotte's a tough one.
I was gonna do like the Charlotte Hurricanes, but that's a little too.
There is the Carolina Hurricanes.
There's the Carolina Hurricanes,
and I think actually, you know what? I think they do play in Charlotte. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm thinking that.
Yeah, but I'm here for it. I don't like Rob Manfred. That could be fun. I'm also buying claiming championships. So we just got this news as of recording today, and I have a story pulled up here. Auburn football has added 7 national championships. So this is kind of crazy and kind of came out of nowhere. So in the past, they've only recognized 2 of their championships that they've quote unquote won. And today they just decided that they're claiming 7 more national championships from the years 1910, 1913, 1914, 1958, 1983, 1993, and 2004.
Why?
So I don't know. So supposedly the school just didn't recognize them in the past, which I'm also confused at because in 2004, USC won the BCS championship, but that technically is separate from the NCAA.
Okay.
So they're just claiming that as the national championship, which I love. And just opens the door that like we can just claim whatever we want, and no one can say anything about it.
Yeah, like we are the best podcast of 2 college roommates. Like no one can top that because guess what? We own it.
Yeah, we're the best podcast in the world.
Jeez.
Number 1 podcast claimed.
That's signed, sealed, delivered.
I don't understand how that happens, but it's just hilarious.
It's funny.
I'm also buying Lego.
Lego. What?
Did you see the new game that they just announced today?
No.
Lego Batman.
Really? What? Really?
Yes. Time to play some Legos.
Robin, what's the next
Where's
step?
the blue? Where's the blue one?
Where's the blue one?
We got to get that game, stream it, and just use the voice.
No, that guy on TikTok that always acts like Batman on Fortnite. I am in the shadows.
Yeah.
Justice.
On the sell, I'm selling moving. Selling moving. They finally announced April and I will be moving out of our current apartment,
Woohoo!
which is exciting. We are moving into a still renting, but moving into a townhome. So we got a backyard, we got a garage, we got more space. I think we got like a couple hundred more square feet, which is awesome. It's even a little backstory. It's right next door, literally next door. Actually, it's attached to my childhood home, which is really cool. Old neighbors still live there. So that part is great. The not so great part is packing your entire apartment and then figuring out how you're going to get it into your new place. It's actually the worst. I tried to start packing over the last weekend and I just kind of stood in this room and looked around and I was like, I don't know how to do this.
It's called a U-Haul.
So we're also avoiding U-Haul, just going to use a bunch of family trucks. It's also nice because we don't have to like be out of our apartment for a long time, so we can do a slow move. We should hopefully get into place this weekend. I can go in and clean before we move stuff in, which will be nice as well. But let me tell you, like I'm looking to my left and I probably have 20 boxes that are empty that I have to fill. And it's not fun.
Matt, I tell you, you probably with the deal, you could probably get a very cheap U-Haul.
Yeah, but I can just use my family's vehicles for free.
It's not like you have a full-time job and a full-time income or whatnot.
Yeah, I got rent to pay. I got actually for a month. I got 2 rents to pay. So
I gotta pay rent.
Yeah. So excited for the new place and not excited to pack up everything. So
what an exciting time!
The goal is to maybe have everything in before your wedding.
You mean moved in?
Yes.
You're acting like you're just getting married, Matt. You're just moving in a new house and you're all done.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
You're gonna pick up the lady. You're gonna walk through the house, and you're gonna make a house a home, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be something. I should maybe get into place as of release date today, Friday. I'm really hoping the grass comes cut, and that's not the first thing I have to do. But I have a feeling I'm gonna have to cut the grass like right away.
I think you'll probably have to cut the grass.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, so that's we'll deal with that. That's future me's problem. I'm also selling Easter eggs.
What? Wait a minute, Matt.
Yeah,
we're not in that season yet.
I'm not talking actual Easter eggs.
Okay.
I am a huge Taylor Swift fan.
Okay.
I think she is my favorite artist. I think her music is awesome. Well, that being said, I could not give two shits about all of these Easter eggs from her past concerts and like the color of things. I don't care. I just want to listen to the new album.
I don't think that's a rabbit hole. I mean, sorry, I don't think that's an Easter egg, Matt. That's a rabbit hole that people are going down.
It's so bad. Yeah. And like it's cool to like speculate what the countdowns are for, but just the videos of them just dissecting every second of everything she does and how many times she says like a number. It's out of control. Out of control.
It's what the fan base gives you.
Yeah. Are you excited for the new Taylor Swift album?
I listened to the Tortured Poets Department.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I got that right. I listened to the full album on my way traveling, and I kind of I was engaged in like the first couple songs, but after that it was just becoming white noise for me.
So does it change your mind knowing that this album was technically like, she didn't just write these songs?
What do you mean she just didn't write these songs?
She didn't write them like all recently. Like this has been in the works for a little while. Okay. And now that she owns all of her music, she technically, I think, now has the rights to the songs that are coming out. Okay. Supposedly, it's a banger of an album.
I heard Sabrina. Okay, the only true rumor that I saw that I think was going to be cool is two Pennsylvania natives, Sabrina Carpenter and Taylor Swift, will be collabing on a song together for that album.
And that is like the track of the album that she's on. Yep, I think it's the last one. It's only 12 tracks, which I also like, because the last one got a little crazy with the amount of tracks on it. I am selling making numbers a trend.
Making numbers a trend. Numbers do
6,
trend.
7, 41. Why do we need to be doing this?
You have to give context to the listeners or viewers who don't know what that means.
So Mike, I don't know what it means.
Or me.
But so supposedly it's just like a thing. People just say 6, 7 and move their hands up and down like this. Yeah. And now 41 is becoming a new one. Oh. But I don't think anybody knows what it means. I think people just do it because it's fun.
Maybe that's the point. Like maybe it's to stir drama.
Yeah, but why can't we just go back to having like one funny number in 69?
There's two.
420. 420. Yeah. What happened to the good old days?
I know.
We didn't need to make like stupid juggling motions, and I think kids these days have too much time on their hands. I think we need to get them back doing things.
In the world in which kids are growing up with AI at their fingertips and social media at their fingertips, unlike us back in my day, I'm sure there is some trends that are based on those things and influenced by either AI or just a group of kids coming together because they're connected through social media.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine if we had AI when we were kids, our generation would have made some ridiculous shit.
I say it all the time. I am so glad, and I think I've mentioned this on the podcast, that how glad I am to not be in school with AI present, because I probably would be using AI for my shit.
But some schools like actually have them use AI.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship. Somebody who works in somebody that's aware of the higher ed space, like there's some teachers that don't like it. And then I overheard like a professor today being like, well, this was AI generated. I'm like, huh, interesting.
Yeah, it's wild. That's my buy result.
All right. Well, speaking of Batman, I'm selling animals getting stuck in your house.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, that was a long segue, but I'll just give myself that. So it was last week, Jen and I were just about to sit down and eat. And, you know, we said her grace. And then Jenna looked up, she goes, "What is that?" And in the window, so it was between the screen and the window, we had a bat in the windowsill. And I shit you, I looked everywhere. I was like, where did this bat get in? Matt, I found that bats can fit in like a dime-sized hole.
Oh.
Regardless of their size and because of how flexible they are. So
I hate that.
We went from like watching it like spread its wings and trying to, it was like kind of cool. It was like at the zoo almost, but like it was at your house. And the little twisty things that like get the screen door off was on the inside. So if we open the inside, obviously, and try to unscrew it, the bat would have flown in the house, which is something we didn't want. And so I had to go on my neighbor's roof and pull the top part of the screen. So that way the bat had a place to escape. Thank goodness the bat escaped.
You did not come in contact with the bat.
I did not touch the bat.
Okay. Did you disinfect the areas afterwards?
It was on the outside of the house.
I understand. Are you now nervous? You're nervous the bat left a disease?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just asking questions. Do you need to get a rabies shot or a tetanus shot before the wedding?
Only if you got bit by the bat, which I did not.
Okay. I'm just asking questions.
We Googled this shit before we did what we had to do.
Okay. How freaked out were you when you had to go open the screen that you were going to get attacked by the bat?
On a scale of 1 to 10, probably a 5.
Yep. Okay, that's better than I
was more worried about the spider that I had to take down to get through to my neighbor's roof than the bat. I was more worried about the spider that was in my windowsill.
Congratulations. You basically won a fight against Batman.
I know. Justice was served. God. Oh, man. All right. Well, I'll just keep going with my cells. I'm selling I can never settle on technology. So, okay. Matt, I've moved to a new web browser now.
Okay.
So for my life, it was Google Chrome. And then from time to time, it split between like Firefox. And then I went on to Arc, which is the browser. So the browser company is what they're called. They created a browser called Arc. And now the same company created a new one. It is called Zen Browser, which is basically a cookie cutter of Arc, but it's through Mozilla Firefox, which is nice because I've started to kind of research in detail like the shit that our browsers actually track and how they get all of our information and like can sell it. Mozilla Firefox does not do that because it is a skin of Firefox, which is the Zen browser. So that's how they're getting the browsers. They're using like Firefox as like the skeleton of it.
Interesting. See, I'm so like digitally illiterate that I don't know the difference between browsers. I never understood why people prefer one or the other because like it gives you the internet. That's all you need.
Yeah. Well, and now with the iPhone, the Apple Passwords app coming to life, like you can download it. Well, it's active on your MacBooks, but it's also you can download it for your Windows laptop. So it's like super convenient with that. So like probably why people were so attached to things is because their browsers were saving their passwords and their information. But now there's like more intuitive apps to be able to save all your passwords and stuff.
Yeah, turning into one of the greatest apps of all time, by the way.
I'll jump to buy and I'll jump to sell again. I'm buying time.
Okay.
The recording, the publish, the release, we are now less than 1 month away from the wedding.
Holy shit. That is crazy.
Yeah. And coinciding with that, I'm selling time because everything is just going way too fast.
You guys are gonna be fine though. Like everything's gonna be okay.
We're gonna be fantastic. 2 peas in the pod. Actually, I'll do like a half sell. You know a word that's been like making me cringe lately?
Yeah.
Nuptials.
Never heard of it.
So I call it nupitals, nupitals, because it's spelled Nupitals, and it's just another way of like saying like people getting married is they shared their nuptials.
Oh, that sounds horrible.
Right.
What? That sounds like a bad disease.
Yeah, somebody actually said that to me on a video call at work, and I'm like, wait, what? And she's like, you're getting married, right? And I'm like, yeah. She's like, well, that's what it means. I'm like, I've never heard that before.
If somebody would have said that to me in a Zoom meeting, I would think they're being offensive.
Yeah. So wedding happening very, very soon. Like, oof.
How do you feel?
Oh, I feel great. I have to, well, not that I need to write my vows, but I still have to write my vows in this book.
not that I need to still write my vows, but I need to write my vows.
No, my vows are written, and we had our pastor check both just to see if time and sentiment were on, and of course they were on point. But of course, I have to put it in a book. So
I'm just imagining like your pastor like proofreading and editing your speech.
I mean,
I know he doesn't, but like just saying like you spelled that word wrong. I think you need a comma there.
He did that in a way, but not in the sense of like grammar and punctuation.
I still have to finish writing your speech too.
Oh, well,
again,
someone's
like 75% done.
Didn't you say 90 a couple episodes ago?
All right, so the 90% done. 75 to 90% done.
It's like the download for like your web browser. It's like 46 seconds, 56 seconds. What do you mean? It was 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, my Wi-Fi was bad a couple weeks ago, so the part I downloaded didn't all the way download. So I lost some of the data. The file was corrupted.
Matt is mid-speech and he just stops. And it's like, well, my browser didn't download this all the way through. So
we'll be fine.
Yeah.
It'll be great.
Yeah, so just the crazy excitement happening less than a month away. Obviously, with the release of this episode, we're definitely well within the month. So, okay, on to the buys. I'm buying Spotify.
Okay.
So there was this new feature that's coming out in iOS 26, and it's like a DJ mix for Apple Music. I do not care. Spotify has now implemented something else to include that in their next update.
Oh,
so it's able to kind of like DJs like kind of mix the songs or blend the songs together to go to the next song. Spotify did not do that at this time. Apple was going to release it in iOS 26. Now Spotify can, and of course, I'm still sticking with Spotify.
Yeah, Spotify's the best.
Yes.
And no, that's gonna be a really cool feature. So can we like manually do it, or it automatically
does it?
So there's no opportunity for us to become DJs on Spotify?
No.
Do you still have your mixing table?
I gave that away as a gift in kind.
Damn.
I gave it to somebody who would use it much more than I would.
Yeah, but I could have DJ'd your wedding.
Sure. I would play. Can we play Mo Bamba?
Have you seen the guy on TikTok that he does covers of songs in a Scottish accent? It's hilarious. I gotta send it to you.
Yeah, I gotta see it.
It's hilarious.
Yeah. Okay, 2 more buys. I'm buying Disconnecting. This past weekend, we went on a little road trip. And of course, the area that we were in had 0 cell service. So
that's good.
It was a very good time to kind of just leave the phone or kind of do away with the phone for the weekend and just kind of enjoy the presence. It was myself, Jenna, and her family that came up, and just nice little trip. We did some hiking, spent a little time in town, a little town that we were in, and drink beer.
Yeah, how many beers did you drink?
Well, Friday night I had a little too much.
Oh, how are you feeling Saturday morning?
Like shit.
Oh, okay.
And Saturday I only had, I think, like 3 drinks.
Okay, so your recovery day.
Yes, my recovery day.
Sounds terrible to say when it's about alcohol.
Yep. Do you need help with that? No, I'm good. I'm fine.
I'll just have 3 beers today. It's okay.
Just 3. And then finally, I am buying Better Sleep.
Better Sleep.
I am entering a new chapter of my life. I've never thought I would enter it so early in life, but this past week, I received a CPAP machine. Now I'm using said CPAP machine. I have to go through like a 30-day compliance to make sure that, health insurance covers the CPAP and the equipment that's with it. So I think I can miss like 6 days. I think I told Matt that Friday night when I got a little too tipsy. I don't think I strapped on my mask correctly, and I didn't use it that night. So it's a little...
Which was also your second night using it?
It was also my second night using it. It's okay. I think I have plenty of days, but
yeah, you're fine.
It's a little getting used to. We had to buy like a special little end table for our bedroom because just the layout of the house. It was nice. It came the table came with an electrical outlet, so that way I could plug the CPAP in directly, and I don't have to worry about like unplugging it from the back of our bed. But I've not snored. Jenna has been able to sleep soundly now. So I'm very happy with the results so far.
No, that's good. I know some people that have used the CPAP and they say it really does make you sleep and feel better. Yeah. So I'm excited to see how it goes.
I'm curious to see the full benefits of it. I think I'm seeing partial of it, but I'm excited to see the full benefits of it.
Do you feel like Bane when you sleep?
I keep telling everybody oh, I got to be Bane tonight, or it's like I'm going to play some dress up tonight before I go to bed. And I don't have the full mask, I only have, I call myself Rudolph. I only have the nose.
Okay.
So it's like the nose, and then it comes around, and then it comes over my face.
It's like a little lifeguard, like when they put the strip on their nose.
Yeah, but it's like it's covering the whole thing.
Yeah. So it shows like Squidward, big old schnoz.
Hey, Squiddy. The only uncomfortable thing that like happens when I'm awake is if I open my mouth. Obviously, the pressure from the CPAP goes to the place of the least amount of resistance, and it comes out of my mouth. And that weird feeling of just air, just exhausting out of my mouth is just a little weird. But I digress.
Yeah, that makes sense. It'll take some time.
Yeah.
You'll be good.
I haven't had a bad night besides Friday night when I didn't even put it on.
When you were intoxicated.
Okay. The one thing I am finding myself is when I wake up, or at any point when I wake up, I think it is the morning of like when I need to be awake. So it's causing me to like take the mask off and then realizing it's like it's 4 a.m. and I'm like, well, shit, I got to put it back on.
I got you. So you can't really like pick up your phone and look at it?
Oh, I can.
You can. Okay.
But I don't want to have the mask. Like when I have the mask on, it's bedtime. Like lights out, like I'm done.
Mhm.
Like, so I guess it's kind of causing me to go to sleep earlier than I usually intend to.
No, that makes sense.
But that's all I got.
That's the segment. Thank you everybody for tuning in.
Beacons.ai/funnybusinesspod. Find all of our good stuff. Find all the merch, all the stuff you can wear, have a good time, but not a long time. But Mr. Matthew, what is your advice for the good people, the coworkers of the funny business world?
My advice is don't be afraid to like make a career change. And obviously there's bad times and good times to make career changes. Like, I don't know, if you just had like kid or have a lot of young kids and you're going to switch career changes and taking a big pay cut, maybe not the best idea. But if you're in a scenario where maybe you're not the best in your career or you're just not interested, you want to try something different, that's okay. I think we need to normalize that. And you got to do what's best for you and your partner, significant others, family, friends, all those above.
You and your employees will thank you.
Yeah, or even like coworkers.
Yeah.
Even if it's whatever.
Are you doing a new podcast without me?
No, I'm not.
Oh.
Nope.
Okay.
I just, I've just seen a lot of people like switch career paths and like totally different, and it's like good for you. Try it. You're not gonna know until you try.
You're never gonna know. Miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
That's a fact. Michael Scott said that from Wayne Gretzky. So.
Knew that was going up. So. Thank you all so much for tuning in, and until next time, we'll see you all in the next episode.
Stay safe, everyone.